Hello guys, thanks for popping by. My name's Opal Wild. You might know that if you've been here before, but if not, thank you. Thank you for clicking on this video and thanks for watching me. So today I'm going to go through this big box of sewing supplies that I got off of Facebook Marketplace for the costly sum of £10 English. Now, I'm super new to sewing, so I might have been completely ripped off. You can let me know in the comments down below. But I thought it would be fun to go through it with me. So, here's the box! Oh my god! It's not from Amazon, it's just in Amazon boxes. So here's the box. What we're going to do is I'm going to reposition you guys so you can see it a bit easier. And then we're going to go through it. Okay guys, so let's have a look. Please excuse my really boring fingernails. You'll have to deal with those. But let's start looking through. So, I got this a few days ago. Off of Facebook Marketplace. It was just listed as sewing stuff, I think, or sewing oddities, I believe. It was the lady who sold it to me, it was her late mum's, so some of this stuff should be quite old, I would think. But let's have a little look. First off, I think this tin is really lovely. It's just, I don't know, it's an old vintage tin. I'm going to assume it was biscuits or something. Let's have a look. Let's carefully turn him over. Whoop. Oh, I was right. Here we go. It was a chocolate assortment of biscuits originally in here, so there we go. Now we know. Oh god. I hope there's nothing really fragile in here. I'm just like moving the box about. Right, so let's take the lid off. Oh, old threads. Okay, so I've been reliably informed that it's not really worth buying old threads because you don't know if they're going to be any good or not, but I like them anyway. I think they look pretty. I'm going to give them a go. If they're strong, I don't see why I can't at least do mock-ups of things and try them out. I have no issue with using old threads if they're fine. So, right, let's have a little look through. Let's put this down here. So we've got, I'm not going to go through them all individually, but we'll have a little look. Some of these look quite old, don't they? So let's go for some really old ones. So this is, look at this, wow. So this is listed as Silko, so S-Y-L-K-O, and it's listed as a silk substitute. So God knows what this is made from. I assume polyester. So it's J. Dewhurst and Sons Silko Fast Dye, made in Britain, 100 yards, and it's Silko Fast Dye. So things didn't used to be colour fast, so you'd wash it, and you know you have to be very, very careful how you wash garments, or if you wash them at all, because the dye wasn't colour fast, so it would come out. It's not like now where everything is colour fast and you don't have to worry about putting fabrics on top of other fabrics that are gonna, you know, the dye's gonna transfer onto it. So there we go. So that's that one. We've got a few Silko threads in here. This is just cotton thread. There we go. So lots of that. What else have we got? We've got some more modern ones. Drymer, this is just polyester thread, made in the EU, so that's quite modern. I love going through old things like this. I don't know about you. So this is Machine Twist 100 yards by J&P Coates. Here you go. I love all the old wooden reels as well. Really lovely. So as I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually use any of these threads, but even if I'm using them on projects while I'm learning, things like that. Oh dear, let's not try and wind everything back up now. Yeah, if I'm just using them on sort of projects I'm learning how to sew with, then that's fine. So yeah, there's a mix of threads in here. There's cottons in here. There's some polyesters. There's some big old ones. There's littler ones. Quite a few of the Silkos, they tend to be the older ones, as far as I can see. I've not really heard of that brand now, but maybe they're still going. I am really new to sewing. This is another silk substitute thread. Yeah, so that's all quite exciting. There's a couple of like odd bits in here, like there's the hook from the Hook and Eye. Here you go. I think that's pretty much it for this bit, so let's lift them out. Here we go. Ooh, what's in here? Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a lot to go through here, isn't there? Oh my goodness, right. So we'll go through this first, shall we? So this just looks like all of the buttons. So let's have a look. Let's open them up. I love buttons. When I was a child, I've got my mum's old buttons now, my late mum, but I used to go through her buttons. I know this sounds really weird. I'd tip them all out and go through them one by one. I must have been quite young when I did it because I can barely remember now, but I used to just go through them all. And I love the sound that they make when you move them around as well. And I don't know, I just used to like playing with them. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? But, you know. So we've got some nice different buttons in here. Obviously, been taken off of garments at some point. They're mostly plastic. So we've got these big ones. This is like a, oops, like an anchor. And we've got a nice cloth covered one here as well. We've got this wooden button, which is quite clever. If you look at the back, see. So a nice mix. So this is all buttons. If you guys would like me to, I know this isn't an ASMR channel or anything like that, but if you would like me to go through these individually in a bit more detail, I can do. But this is just a general overview. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff here, and it will take me a while if I go through everything really, really detailed. So this is obviously really quite new. This is fusible hemming web. So if you don't want to sew a hem on, or if you don't want the hem to show, you just fuse this with an iron. And it does what it says on the packet, really. It just fuses the two bits of material together. So, given that I paid £10 for this entire box, that would have been £165 X amount of years ago anyway. I assume this is probably a bit more now. So, you know, given that it's probably still good to use, I would assume. I mean, the glues will only last so long, but because it's a thing that's activated by heat, I'd have thought it's probably still okay. So yeah, there's that one. Some fusible hemming web. So these are Meg Zones. Look at this cool vintage tin. So they're for coughs, colds and catarrh, an effective preparation for relieving the most acute catarrhal conditions. Active constituents, menthol, chloroff, benzoin, and what's that, X-glycerin, I think? I don't know. Antiseptic, germicidal, hygienic and soothing. So I'm hoping that there aren't cough lozenges in this tin. We shall see. Oh, let's try and open it carefully. I don't want to get whatever's in here all the way over everything. Oh, okay. So there's lots of hooks and eyes in here. So there's larger ones. And there's much smaller ones as well, see? We've also got a key. I wonder what that unlocks. I love going through old things like this and trying to work out the story behind it, you know. You just never know, do you? Okay, we've got a blunt needle. What's this, like an embroidery needle maybe? I don't know. If you know, comment down below. See what you think. A big old safety pin. You can never have too many safety pins, in my opinion. What's this? Is this pointy? Yeah, this looks pointy. This is a big pointy needle. Again, I've got no idea what these are for, really. I'm probably the worst person to have bought this, but for £10 I couldn't let it go in the bin, really. So a big pointy needle. We've also got two of these, it looks like. They're like rounded end needles, see? I'm guessing they're for drawing things through. Maybe drawstrings, I don't know. If you know, do please let me know. And these, which look really cool. These look old, so it says Wartime Pack Extra Japan Finish. So I'm guessing would this been the Second World War? So, and they're little hooks and eyes. So it says on here, newer, world-famed brand, Art S48 size owl, apparently, made in England. There we go. So do you think I should use all of these things? Do you think they're things to be treasured and not used? What's your opinion on this? There's also some poppers in here as well, look. So that's the first little tin. Let's have a look at the rest. So what should we look at next? Let's look at this big box, shall we? Oh, so it's metal. What does it say on the front? State Express cigarettes. This is an old cigarette box. How cool. Anything on the bottom? No. Okay, so clearly something metal in here. What do you think's in here? Let's have a look. Oh, a slightly terrifying razor blade. I'm going to put that aside. Hold on. Try and get this off of it without hurting myself. There we are. Now, I am type 1 diabetic, so I actually have a sharps box. So I'm going to put that in my sharps box. Second, but let's have a quick look at it first, shall we? We'll be careful. It's made in England. 7 o'clock. There we go. It's quite blunt now anyway, but here it is. We're going to put that in the sharps box. There we go. Right. So, what else have we got in here? We've got some random, I think this is the bits and bobs box. This looks like a chain from a door, you know, where you have the security lock on the door. That looks like what that is. We've got a picture hook. Random assorted screws and things. This looks like the little hooks you put on curtains, you know, or used to. We've also got some really quite big, hefty hooks and eyes and things on here. Let's have a look, see if I can find one that's not het up with everything else. There we go. These look like the curtain hooks again. I think these are all curtainy bits and random bits and bobs, actually. I've never seen metal versions of the curtain things before, only plastic. I assume before plastic they always used to be metal, I guess. Well, there you are. Colour me surprised. Is that a term that people say anymore? I feel like I'm 90 years old, so sort of. Oh, we've also got another key. Genie key. A little weird shaped key. I wonder what that unlocked. What do you think? There we go. Let's close them up. If for nothing else, I think the box is interesting, and the fact that it's all metal as well. Let's just put you there. There we go. I think, you know, the curtain things being metal is quite interesting. So what else have we got here? We've got some pins. These look like glass pins to me. Let's have a look. Oh, well, that was easy. They are. Prim, that's a brand that's still going today. Glass-headed pins, so that means if you've got them under your iron or something when you're pressing fabric, they're not going to melt, they're not going to stick to your fabric, so that's really good. So I'm glad I've got some of those. We shall see if they're still sharp. But, you know, they look okay. First impressions. So they'll just go straight in the sewing supplies, those ones. Now, what's next? Oh, I can see another little pot. So this did have Cornish clotted cream in it. There we go. Sounds like pins to me. What do we think? Let's have a look. Ooh, ooh, it's poppers. There we go. Lots of poppers. What's on here? Oh, and some lovely buttons. There we are. Some. Can you see that? It's quite light here. There we go. These are just plastic buttons. Although, I don't know if they're plastic. Looking at the back of them, might just be old plastic. They're nice either way. What else have we got in here? Let's put you there. We've got some more safety pins. Loads and loads of poppers. We've got this, which I've just poked myself with. This is a needle threader, I think, with a popper on. Yeah, so this is just a box of poppers, so that's interesting. As I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail because there's so much stuff here, but if you do want me to look through it a bit more, then let me know, and I will. Okay, what else have we got? We've got a very dusty pincushion, but isn't this the gothest thing you've ever seen? Look at that. Looks handmade. Let's take some of these threads off. Oh look, still got a needle in it. Is the needle threaded? Wow, look at that. So it's still got a threaded needle on there. So potentially the late mum who had this threaded that needle and put it in there. I'm not going to take it out for now. It can stay in there for a while, can't it? But how nice is that? And I like that as well. I like that I've bought something that could have otherwise just gone to landfill, and now I'm going to use it. It's going to have a new lease of life. And yeah, I don't know. I just like that. I think that's nice. So that's that pincushion there. There we go. That's very cute. I like that. We'll leave the needle in there for now though. Okay, what else have we got? Let's have a look. Oh, there's another tin. I like me a little box. Oh, this is more. This is tobacco rather than cigarettes. Players Digger Flake Tobacco. John Player and Sons, Nottingham. Look at that. Looks brand new, doesn't it? Only when you look at the underside that you can tell that it's been through the wars a bit. Let's try and open this. Very aware I don't want to get stuff everywhere. So it also says here, this label is issued by the Imperial Tobacco Company of Great Britain and Ireland. Net weight 2 ounces. So that was before we went metric. So it's imperial measurements. Oh wow, look at these. I don't think I'm going to need any hooks and eyes for the foreseeable, am I? Jeez. I almost just said geez Louise. Does anyone even say it? No one says that. I say that apparently. There we go. Little clasp as well. Look at these. Loads of them. I'm not going to need any of these for a while, am I? A while? A while. I will not need any of these for a while. I should bring that back, shouldn't I? Say while rather than while. Anyway, so that's nice. That's cute. So let's put that down here. I'm running out of space to put these things when I've taken them out of the box. The floor's going to look hilarious in a minute. Right, let's have a look. What else have we got? We've got this nice bit of ribbon. Hello. Goodbye. What else? We've got what I assume is a little button hiding away in here. Let's have a look, shall we? Come on, you can do it. Just open up the packet. There we go. Now let's assume this is what the garment that came off of was. And there's a little clear button. Now I'm not going to go through all of these for every single tiny packet, although if you'd like me to, I can do a separate video. But this is supposed to be just a bit of a glance over, just so we can go through it together, you know? Because this will take me a long time to go through all of this. But if you'd like me to do one of those, I can. Let me know. It's not my normal sort of video, but I quite enjoy going through things like this, so I thought you might like it too. So what else have we got here? We've got lots of pairs of scissors. So, we've got these little ones, which I'll probably use as thread snips, I think. If we can get this off, there we go. Just a little tiny pair of scissors. It says Sheffield, so these are Sheffield steel, so they'll be good. And it's on the other side. It's got printed on there. Carry on Sheffield. There we go. Should we see if we can cut a thread with it? What do you think? Have we got any thread that's hanging around in here? Oh, there's a bit of thread there, isn't there? Oh, I think I've just seen something very cool. We won't cut that bit of thread. Let's find another piece. It's not attached to anything else. There we go, it's a piece of thread here. Let's see if it'll cut. I was going to say that was disappointing, but actually, that's alright. Could do with a little bit of sharpen, but it's not bad. Considering there are, you know, just rusty things in a box. So some lovely little scissors there. There we go. Let's go through all the tools we can see. It's another pair of scissors. These are Carpet Crafts Limited, Bradford. Oh, there we go. Sheffield E. Wright, England. That's what it says in here. So another Sheffield steel. Used to be a big industry. I mean, there still is Sheffield steel, but I'm pretty sure it used to be a lot bigger than it is now. We've got some more scissors. These are Clark's Warburton, Sheffield. Clark Warburton. Is that Clark? Yeah. Not Clark's. Clark Warburton, Sheffield. Little curved scissors. There we go. I'm going to have all the scissors by the end of this. Now these will be very useful actually. These are some needle nose, or very close to needle nose tweezers. These are needle nose, there we go. And these will be very useful when I'm threading my overlocker. Anyone who's ever threaded an overlocker knows the howl that is overlocking. Well, setting it up at least. And these will be really good to catch the thread as they come through. So these don't have any engravings on, these ones. Yeah, but these ones do. See on the end there? Don't know if you can see. A little bit of engraving, and it just says S, then dot, then I, dot, and then co, like a company. So there we go. We've got those two. So we've got here. Ooh. This, which I think is a nappy pin, isn't it? You're going to open? Oh, strong old safety pin, or a kilt pin. Are they kilt pins as well? Big old safety pin, basically. Got you. Now, I teased you with this earlier, didn't I, when I looked at it? So this looks like it's leather, but because it's old, I may keep it. This looks like it's a needle holder. It is, isn't it? Look at that. So my friend has told me about these. So these are normally made of wool or similar. And the idea being that when you've finished sewing, you put your needle in here, and the act of it going through this material, which should be wool, actually keeps them sharp. And it looks to me, let's have a look. I'll have to get this one out. Again, this has been threaded. I assume the previous person threaded it. The lady that used to have this. So thank you, whatever your name was. Yeah, we'll put you back through there. Looks like there's some stamps under here or something. What is this? Looked like a bag of... Oh, it's not. It's more needles. There we go. Embassy needles. English made. Sharps. And they were 5p. Could you imagine anything in a shop being 5p now? It's crazy. They're looking quite good nick. There's a little bit of rust on a little bit here. But for how old they probably are. Wow. Embassy finest quality needles. Made in England by the British Needle Company Limited, Redditch. There you go. How cool is that? It's probably sat in there for over 20 years in this little hand-sewn pouch, and it's just the right size. Look at that. That's crazy. Wow. There we are. I'm now the proud owner of a little needle holder, needle minder. How cute. Brilliant. Look. We'll put you there for now. What else is there in here? What's this? Symingtons or Symingtons? It's Symington, isn't it? Is this the Symington Corset Company? Is this the same people? I'm sure it wouldn't be the same people making coffee. But to make a cup of coffee in a moment, use Symington's coffee essence, matchless for strength and flavour. There we go. And then there's some needles in there as well. So it's an advertisement. Symington's essence of coffee and chicory. There we are. Made in Scotland, apparently. Then you get some needles in it. What an interesting way of advertising on the outside of things like that. I suppose before the internet and things, it's a good way to get your name out there, isn't it? What do we have here? Wow. So the Flora MacDonald needle packet. Special darners for silk hose. So like hosiery. To darn your tights or whatever when they got holes in. Which people don't do now, do they? Oh, look at these. They're rusting a bit there, so I may take some of the ones out that are going a bit funny. But these are very long ones. Look, they look fine, don't they? Look at those. Wow. Abel Morale's Celebrated Needles. Crossbox trademark. Look at that. Oh, lovely. That little packet. And it says on the back. Abel Morale's Celebrated Needles. Special silk hose darners made in England. There you go. There's lots of things like that in here. There's these lovely needles, which I don't know if I should open. Oh, not needles, pins. I don't know if I should open them or not. What do you think? I don't want to for now, but if people say that they're not rare at all and I can, then maybe I'll do it on another video, but I don't think these have ever been opened, no. So these are plated pins. I don't know why they're in different colours. They seem to be the same. Nui adamantine, plated pins. Code 6945, approximately 150 pins. And I've got a few of those, so I've got, what, 4 of those? Here we are. Brand new, never been opened. Oh look, we've got more scissory things. Let's have a look. Some more little, very thin, but very, wow, look how far they open. Flexible, bent nose scissors there you are. Yeah. Oh wow, we've got a big old piece of tailor's chalk. I wonder if you still work. Don't have any fabric to test it on here, but I'm sure it does. I mean, chalk is chalk, isn't it, surely? There's a big old bit of tailor's chalk there. Let's have a look. What else have we got in here? See, I don't want to go on for too long here. We've got a few different thimbles. Should we see if any fit me? I've got very little fingers. I think we're going to go, let's have a laugh, shall we? Is it the middle finger? I'm sure it's middle finger. This is obviously too big. You want it to fit on your finger and not come off. So I'll put you down here. Oh, there you are, lovely. Should we go for the smallest? This is, it's very hard to read. Stratnoid, England. And it says 4 and then 8 on here. There we go. Let's have a look. Ooh, you know what? Might have just got me a new thimble. Well, there we go. Seems to be like, put my finger in, doesn't fall off. I don't know if it's too tight. I'll ask my sewing friends, or you can let me know. It feels a little bit tight, but nothing crazy. I can shake my hand about. Wow, look at that. I'm sure it's the middle finger, isn't it? People are probably going to tell me it's not now. But I'm sure it is. It's that one, because you push with that, don't you? Push it through. Yeah, well there we go. Got myself a new thimble. Thank you very much. Put you there. I've got these other ones, which are way too big. But my friends might like them. So we'll put you in there. There we are. So there we are. There's a few more bits and bobs in here, but I don't want to bore everyone. It's another thimble. Just a bit too big. A bit more hefty though. There's another one, there's loads. What are you? So you are... Huh. Nugget boot polish. This is advertising. That's too big, but they're cool, aren't they? Maybe I could start a thimble collection. Oh no, don't start me off. It'd be awful, wouldn't it? I'd have thousands of the things. Right. Have a little runny. So I'm trying to be careful because obviously there are things in here that are pointy. I think this is a crochet hook. So it's crownet. That's a crochet hook. That would be my... Before I saw the word crownet. I mean, let's assume it's a crochet hook. We've got this big old... Oh my goodness me. What on earth is this? Looks like a torture device. Jeez. Anyone knows what this is, apart from like a stab thine enemies in the face sort of implement. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Okay, well there's that. Oh, there's another key. Guys, there's another key. All of these mystery keys. I feel like there's someone going around on a mystery hunt right now, and they're like, If only we could find the 8 golden keys that unlock the mystery chest. But you never shall, for they are in this sewing box. I'm going mad. Can you tell? Lockdown's made me crazy. Crazy, right. Oh look, more poppers. And their friends. This once held blades. Okay, we'll put that back down. There's some wall plugs in here. It's just a box of things and a box of stuff and things. Some more needles. These all look fine, to be honest. Ooh! I wonder if that has any significance. The end of these needles are gold on this end, see? Do we think that means anything, guys? Does that mean anything? Fancy. Oh, we've got more needles from these people. The Sharps needle packet, size 6. Flora McDonald needle packet. There we go. They're already open. These all look great. There's no tarnishing at all. Look at those. Abel Morale's Celebrated Needles with a cross fox trademark. They've got a little crossed fox there. See? I don't know if this is interesting. If you feel sort of bared with me until now, then well done. Yeah, so we're going to lift this up because all of this is starting to get pointy and scary. So if you do want me to go through this, I can. But it's not for now. Oh, yeah, we've been through that, haven't we? Oh no, we haven't. We haven't been through these. So these are the best nickel-plated Cruel needles, number 3 of 7. H. Millward and Sons, plus Ultra, apparently. They've got a little number 1 with a little guy on the top there, going, yay, I'm number 1. Standard quality best. And then we've got the guy's signature, Henry Millward Toms. These needles are Millward's standard best quality and are manufactured from the finest cast steel. So steel needles, there we are. There's one left in there. How perfect. And we've got this little pin cushion. Been very carefully pinned there. Okay, let's look at the next box, shall we? Okay guys, so a lot of this looks a bit older, but we'll have a look. Oh, don't fall down on the floor then. Okay. Okay guys, so let's have a look, shall we? So we've got some black ribbon. How did they know? It's double-sided. Fantastic. You're great. I'll use you. Even if I just use it to tie my hair up, you know. What else have we got? Got some buttons. There we go. We've got, ooh, these will be good. If we think I should use them and they're not too like vintage. So these are size 4, rolled edges to prevent cutting thread, recessed sewing holes, ensure perfect closing, and they're poppers. See? Awesome. These are curtain things, I think, aren't they? Yeah, pretty sure. Curtainy bits. More hooks and eyes. This lady liked her hooks and eyes, or maybe didn't. Maybe that's why she has got so many. She bought loads, and you only ever used this many. Maybe that's why. Oh, we've got more of those pins. This has been opened though, by the looks of it. This has actually been opened, so let's have a look. See if there's any left in here. Oh, there's one, I think. Oh, look at that. There we are. It's a little hammer top. Can you even see? It's not going to focus, is it? I'm on a very bad webcam, guys, sorry. Little flat top pin there. So now we know what they're like inside. Let me know, guys. Are these worth using, like the new ones? Are they better than pins I'd get now? What do you think? Okay, answers on a postcard. What's this? Help. What is this? Toadstool? you know. But I'm sure it probably has a use, but help, what, help. To me, it's just looking a bit concerning, isn't it? But I don't know what it is, so I'm just going to put that there. Let me know if you know what that is. We've got some elastic. I'd like to say I could use this for a waistband, but yeah. So there's some white elastic there. What's in here? Ooh, looks like it's pinned from this hole. Oh no, this is danger envelope. There's danger envelope. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Yes, it's very pointy things. We'll leave those to it, shall we? We'll just leave those. Very pointy things is what's in there. What's these? Oh, these are interesting. Oh, popper fastener. So was this before we just called them poppers, do you think? Was it a trademark? Was it like a name? Yeah. Ah, there you go. See instructions on the other side. No sewing, just tap on apparently. So, remove adapter from envelope. Well, we don't have an adapter, but you know. Or do we mean it's on here? I'm so confused. You just pop it through. How ingenious is that? Look at that. There's all the instructions on the back here. Huh. Wow, that's cool. Poppers. We've got this little piece of lacy stuff. Who knows? I don't know what that is. What have we got here? More random elastic. This is the random elastic box. We've got these pretty gems. We've got more buttons. This lady had a lot of buttons. I suppose this is a lifetime of buttons, isn't it? That's what it is. We've got a Singer hand sewing needles. Oh, it's actually got one in it still. Again with the gold top. Was that a thing? Did they used to have gold tops? Are you pointy? It's pointy still. Should I use this? I mean, I don't know. When does something become too old to use? When is it an antique that should be treasured, and when is it something that is a tool to be used? There is a question for you. What else do we have? Oh look, more organized. Guaranteed rustless. I mean, well, they've done their job, haven't they? Look at those. Guaranteed rustless. There's not a speck of rust on those. Well done. World famed hook and eyes. Okay, so don't tell other Opal, but this is editing Opal. So the reason the video just cuts out a little bit abruptly is because the software did something crazy. It's to do with the frame rate, I don't know. I am editing Opal, but I'm not very good yet, so I had to cut it off a bit short, so I hope that's okay. Don't let her know. I don't think she'll notice. She's going to talk to you now, but... So that was the Sewing Oddities box. I hope you enjoyed looking through it with me. I had fun looking through all the old bits and bobs as well. I'm trying to work out what everything was, apart from everything else, because I am a new sewer. Sewist? I think it's sewist, isn't it? But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to subscribe, I can speak sometimes, I promise. Sometimes I just fumble over words a bit, but who doesn't? Then please hit the bell down below and you'll be notified when I release a new video. Thank you if you are already a subscriber, it does really mean a lot. I'm a very small channel, but I enjoy making videos and I enjoy being part of the community as well. I think that's really nice. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you are all safe and well. Take care, bats, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.